Hello, everyone. Welcome to ZSR2, where we are ready for some Ocarina of Time Randomizer. This is the Scrubs Tournament Season 5 Qualifier 1, taking the place of the NA Weekly. And I am proud to have both Goldfish and Alexander Harrell joining on commentary. Say hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
But, yeah, it's nice to be here. Well, we have a bit of an interesting start with two stones, the Shadow Medallion and the Light Medallion for our starting rewards, as well as Requiem as our suitable ZL replacement for the seed.
Well, and for those of you that don't know, well, there's the big wall of text from ZSR bot, but since this is Scrubs, this is maybe different settings than you're used to. We do start with 4 rewards because there are 3 pre-completed dungeons in these settings.
Yeah, and, well, if you press pause and either press A or down on the D-pad, you get the information for dungeon rewards. D-pad down does it in like medallion / stone order, whereas A is just the key counter. Holding A is the key counter.
Yep, so expect the runners to pretty quickly look at the menu to see which dungeons are pre-completed. For those of you unfamiliar with the setting, what it does is it forces all the chests in there to be dead. It gives you the dungeon reward. It does not pre-collect the Skulltulas, but you hopefully won't have to go into those dungeons for the skulls, since 40 and 50 are still off for this season of Scrubs.
Yeah.
Though with 2 skulls on the hash, who knows?
I mean, we have like 20 and 30 are going to be always hinted in the Skull House, so one adjustment to your CAC routing is probably going to go into the Skull House when you can, because that 20 and 30 hints could be very valuable if you need to actually get skulls this seed past 10. We also have, the standard frogs, 2 and skull mask hints. However, we have a couple of more new always hints specifically just for Scrubs. The HBA 1000 prize, the Iron Boots chest and Ice Cavern, and the OGC fairy. These will always be hinted. Like on stones, which will be very handy because 1500 is turned off, as is the Serenade check in Ice Cavern. So it makes ice a little less powerful in these settings. However, there have been times where progression has been required in Ice Cavern before, so I wouldn't completely knock it out just yet.
Yeah, so if you realize we're starting 2 songs, so one's from the pre-completed Zelda, which is done in a lot of different setting strings, and the other one is Serenade and Ice Caverns, given for free. Since the bridge condition is all dungeons, your OOT, your Nocturne, your Prelude are all on, so your second song comes from Ice Cavern.
Yep.
And then
Iron Boots these will also be sometimes hints rather than always hints.
Yes. Yep, you can still get those as sometimes hints, but they won't be always hints, since you have to collect those rewards anyways to get to kill the pig.
Yep. Hopefully it should start soon, but I did with a lot of participants, it seems. Race Room is having a few hiccups, which does remind me of the time like a couple of years ago, which is actually bonkers. And it's good to see like more players hopping into like Ocarina of Time Randomizer. Unfortunately, that means we're also going to be waiting for a little bit longer.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting closer. Just have to give race time a little bit to get everything together with all the different people joining. We're currently with 88 people in the race, so a lot of people showing up.
Yeah. Heck, I'm trying to load up the race room myself, and it's actually struggling right now. Well, I'm still trying. Yeah, sorry. I wanted to see if it was working or not, but nah.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that it's happening now. Right. And I do know that season 5 also had some issues as well with that. But I guess we could try just making some speculations on what our players might do. So, I mean, it might be just a little bit longer, unfortunately. So, yeah, depending on where we start, we'll probably either grab a song or just rush Requiem here. So, I mean, it's a free song and a free hint.
Yep, so we're starting as adult. You can see the Master Sword on Flash's screen. That's what tells you start as adult instead of child. We have Requiem, so there's always the option to just play Requiem and go out there, get the song, get the hint. You can't really do anything else, but that's really what you want early game anyways. Since you start as adult, you're always looking at getting to CAC really quick, possibly making a play to Kokiri Forest, plus getting the song from SFM, if you can get over Mito. And then you also have Prelude, so if you wanted to go child quickly and, get your Lon Lon and Kokiri Forest that way, those are also plays, but, I'd expect both runners to kind of do all those in some order.
Yeah, well, it depends on what we find too, and what our pre-completeds are. Because if we get a pre-completed Dongo's Cavern, that's going to be a shame. Because it's the one that stings the most. Because it's like the easiest dungeon with like the lowest requirements.
Yeah, so DC, you just need a bomb bag. Decatry is pretty close with only needing a K-Sword and technically a slingshot, but almost no one regards that as a requirement because most people know B1 skip. And they're pretty easy to just full clear, but it's sometimes you get good pre-completeds and sometimes you have a few misses, but it does lower the seed length down.
Yeah, you can get some really funky spawns too, because since you can have Prelude, you can be just about anywhere. Just about just about anywhere. Like if you wanted to say, you could have a Bolero start in theory, where you're on the Bolero pad, because if you have Prelude, you can just go to the market and get to Temple of Time.
I mean, we talk about having Requiem, but you can be spawned out in the Wasteland.
Yeah, Child Colossus is fun. I have been behind King Zora a couple of times. That's a fun one. You can also start in like Birdo Fortress area too.
Yep.
Where you can have basically a Sphere Zero GTG check.
Oh, and I see the timer counting down, so it should just be a few seconds before we actually get underway here.
Yep. So that's good news.
So I don't know if we really talked about the rewards much. That we did start with a few. You do only need 1 stone for OOT, 1 stone for Lax, but you have no progression towards Burning Cack. Oh, and we start on Trail. So yeah, this is going to be an early Cack play, and
100%.
And then probably...
Yeah. Oh, that's a huge find.
Oh, an early Magic.
Oh.
Getting this Hong first, okay.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I probably myself would have done Requiem after doing Cack and then Prelude to Child from there, but...
Yeah, I would have... I agree here, too. That's what I would have done. I mean, you get Storms, and that makes it a little bit easier, all that.
Oh, that's interesting. Storms and you spawn right next to a crater.
And Domain is foolish. Oh, he's going... I think... Is he going Child, or is he doing Night River?
This is probably just an early Child. No. Okay.
It's Night River, it looks like. Because if you wanted to do Cack, you would just run down. It's quite a bit faster. Oh, hey, like Helios foolish. Oh, Iron Boots are vanilla! 1000 is dead, and Graveyard is Wath.
Oh, he did this just to get the hints. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing that Scrubs has that you might not see everywhere else is that we do start with a full wallet, so Flash showing that off and immediately purchased an Hylian shield while here in CAC.
Yeah. Having a shield really early definitely helps, especially if you have a Forest Temple required. Because doing a lot of those fights in Forest Temple sucks without a shield. But we also do have race legal models like Malin here. Oh, huge!
Well, I guess we're doing CAC archery while here too.
Yeah. Neither of them checked it yet, and there's something big. It says Graveyard Wath, that's their second copy. Strength.
And a strength. That's a hookshot to Forest.
Yep. Who even cares if it's in Logic at this point?
Well, but you care if it's pre-completed.
Yeah, true. But it seems like we also have Storms on Requiem. So that's gonna make for a huge child play, potentially. Because, Well is actually generally a pretty safe play, and that was Minuet on Storms. So that's another song we can change.
Yeah, logical. Oh boy.
That's like 2 songs that Flash can get now.
Yep.
Oh, Nutgrade. Can't complain about that. Like if Jabu and Force are required.
Yep.
Up in the scale.
This is a loaded CAC.
It really is. A bow.
When you're
a
talking about
strength.
going to river, you can use that scale to like go into river from Lost Woods.
Yeah. CAC with the goods today, indeed.
So I'm kind of wondering what Flash is going to do here, because he did not dip into the Skull House or do adult archery, so I'm wondering if he's going to run out of CAC somewhere.
Well, there's a potential candidate right there for Wath. A bomb bag.
Oh, hello. Okay.
And we don't even know the dungeon rewards quite yet, so...
This might be a very, very long adult.
It could be. Wait, what was that up there?
I didn't quite catch it. Maybe a stick, but I can't say anything for certain.
Yeah, it looks like a stick. Yeah, a stick or a rang. If it's rang, man, you can't even cheese your way to getting that either. Because you need the rang to cheese the rang. What will our cursed Gravekeeper have for us? Because he's honestly the worst.
30's dead.
And 20
dead.
Is dead. So just need to worry about 10. 30's for a tunic, but like we don't really need it.
Yeah, 30 was Goron Tunic, you were right, Baseball, but I can't imagine anyone doing 30 skulls to get a Goron Tunic.
Oh, Hover Boots. That's another candidate. That also opens up Bolero now.
Yeah.
Oh, and the stick upgrade too. Huge. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, stick upgrade and nut upgrade are really nice, especially with CTMC. You're not necessarily getting... Here we go! Pre-completed Deku, Fire, and... Shadow. So that's DC. DC is a play.
Yeah, DC's huge here.
Oh, and it's the Forest Med.
Oh, yeah, you definitely do that now, especially with that bomb bag. You could just chase it now.
And if you get a hookshot, Force is also in play. So you're one item away from doing 2 dungeons in this adult segment.
Heck, you can basically just about full clear like CAC right now. I mean, you have archery, you have Redead Grotto as well on your way to Dodongo's Cavern. And I mean, if you're thinking about 10 skulls, I mean, there's plenty of nice skulls along the way. Well,
it's a little hard without hookshot, but
well, you got a bow.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel the pain right here.
Oh!
Just, you know, like, when the control just feels just a little bit stiff. I know how that feels. It is so pain. Okay, so it was a stick. That's, so that is not of importance, but we do have a bomb bag and hover boots, which... Either which could actually be Wath, because hovers does technically lock, like, Bolero song at the moment with bomb bag. I'm not gonna say it's...
I would lean towards the bomb bag, or that we don't have it, because with both Fire and Shadow pre-complete, you have very limited options for a Wath hover boots. It's also not the river because you have a bomb bag.
Yep. It's not for Desert Crossing because... well, it could be for Haunted Wasteland, but, I mean, that's very specific.
You're also a number of items away for that.
I mean, yeah, not that many, though. You could get first logical hookshot on Haunted Wasteland. That was in the graveyard on Shieldgrave.
Yeah, and we already see skipping a brown chest. You have bomb bags. You're not looking for chews anymore. Well, there's Epona's, which is one step for your wasteland crossing. You just need, and we have magic. You're only fire source away from doing Haunted Wasteland. That seems like a odd play to make, but
nah, but it's possible. We could get Haunted Wasteland Waft for all we know, and Frogs 2 is dead. We did actually have a couple Frogs 2 required seeds in practice just recently. One of them was Iron Boots, which was hard required for Vanilla Longshot. And that was Sun Song being Vanilla, wasn't it?
Yes, that's what I saw there.
And Crater's Melody is ZL, so yeah, that definitely can put the hovers into Wath territory now.
Yeah, that's kind of important. Oh, and there's the other hint.
There's the other copy of it. Can't complain.
That's also a full clearable well when you're talking about stuff to do in Child.
Yep.
Bomb Bag ZL.
Bomb Bag ZL.
For those of you not familiar with Dev, you can see on close screen the pink heart chest. So that's one of the additions of the Dev branch with CTMC versus main branch, that hearts have a independent texture.
Which is really handy because you sometimes, when you're on low health, having a heart chest is just really nice to have, because then you're not worrying about death and panicking about like opening up every brown chest hoping for a refill.
It also just gives you a lot more freedom, I find, with what checks you can skip. Because, you know, we don't have Fire the Seed, but a lot of times with Fire, you have a heart limit of how much you want for a Vavagia.
Yeah, it's also nice for Central Pillar if you're not getting the Zora Tunic.
Yep. Yeah, those time checks, it helps you to see you can set your limit and you know what checks to open. You're not stuck opening everything before you hit that limit.
Yep.
Chloe has in fact gone Child.
I can respect that. I mean, if he can hold, depending on... Because there's a lot of bomb-only checks as Child. Though this could actually end up hurting him as well. We won't know until later, obviously, but...
He also didn't get ZL before doing this with that hit, which seems odd.
Especially with his save warp, too. Oh, and that's a big chest, or rather, a gilded chest.
Yeah, I guess that's one change you'll see from weeklies. I believe weeklies play with textures and appearances, where scrubs we just have textures.
Yeah. So that's nothing. Oh,
that's
bomb
nothing.
Chest is something big. Oh, it's a slingshot.
Well, checking.
And there's double defense on Bomb Chew Bowling. I mean...
Yeah, skip out on the Art Container, but yeah, I can't blame you for wanting the double defense.
Yeah.
I mean, Spirit's in place. You're definitely going to be fighting some Iron Knuckles this seed, and you can't guarantee that you're getting a Big Goron sword. Even though it is Big Goron and double defense will show up in gilded chests.
Yeah. And they can't be in pre-completed dungeons either.
Yep.
They can be in foolish locations, but not in pre-completeds. Oh, it's a hammer! I mean, it's not required because...
Interesting. I mean, that's kind of funny that you can go get ZL from Crater and immediately check Crater Fairy, but yeah, pre-completed fire, that hammer's not as crazy you'd think, and we already have explosives. That's actually logically explosive locked, so...
Yeah, it is. But it is pretty convenient, though, because we can definitely say that all the bomb-locked checks are bomb-locked. Like, hard bomb-locked. Which makes the bomb bag a really good candidate, like probably the candidate for Wath in Graveyard. Oh, it's getting close to night on close side. It might be even a little
container. Nice.
Nice.
I mean, nothing seems too hard required with this DC because Deku's pre-completed, so the slingshot doesn't do a whole lot either. But, you know, some nice to haves. You get to target the woods when you go child.
Spirit.
Oh, that's true.
Oh my goodness. Requiem was hinted.
Yep.
Gotta love the sometimes hints that will pretty much always be done after you've will be seen after you've done it regardless.
Well, I will say that's kind of part of why we added some additional always hints to this season of Scrubs is when you remove the skull hints from the pool because they're at the skull house, and we also removed the prelude always, removed a couple foolishes. Like, you were getting to the point where you'd have like 9, 10 sometimes hints a seed, and that kind of gets a bit much. And sometimes hints are helpful, but a lot of times they're not. So
yeah, I know for a while pre-completed dungeons were also getting sometimes hints directed towards them.
That can still happen. That's currently just a thing with hint logic, and we can't really fix that.
Yeah, I can see that, unfortunately. Yep, all the pre-completed checks, like dungeon checks, will be junked.
I also believe in our testing that pre-completeds can also fall in the foolish pool for your foolish hints, but since for Scrubs we gave you 3 pre-completed, so we said the 3 foolishes will just be overworld. Makes it easier that way. Oh, and there's double magic.
That's not even magic locked. But at least we'll get a good look through Kokiri Forest, because we know that can't be foolish. But yeah, Mido has nothing. Well, unless he wants some money.
Yeah, I was thinking what he's looking for, but this must be a money play.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense right now. But yeah,
he needs money for the scrub! That's what's going on. He wants 40 rupees to do
it's not nighttime. Yeah, it's still a little bit too early in the day.
This is like dusk. Yeah, both areas can be weird when you're close to the time limit.
Yeah, it's dark, and the music stops playing, but like it is still
technically day.
Technically day. And hammer, using the hammer that they picked up is really nice here because you can save on bombs each time, and case or chest having something. A bomb bag. So, that's not the Wath and Graveyard, then Hovers is.
Let's see, the song is Sun Song, so it's probably not that. It's not the bomb bag.
Well, it's not Sun Song anyway, because it's hinted.
That's true. Yes, there's 3 checks? 3 checks. 3 checks it could still be, or it's the hover boots, which, I mean, ZL is a good shout for being Wath anyways.
Yeah. Sun's Grave definitely is there. There's also, Dompe's Digging.
And Composer Grave Chest is the 3rd one.
Yep. And we aren't too far from that. Yeah, I mean, there's flame storage, but we're talking about logic here. Which
I mean, out of logic, you can do everything, because Dompe is in logic, Sunsgrave is in logic. So it's just that chest, and you can do flame storage because you logically have ZL from Crater. Which I'm going to expect that Flash will be picking up here after doing Kokiri or not.
No, he's doing storms here.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Flash is probably still looking at, after this, going back into Lost Woods into Goron City to get the ZL, I would think.
No GC Fairy is dead. But they will be plenty healthy with magic, or rather, they'll be well supplied to using magic, this seed. In which the only dungeon you really need to use it for, unless we get Furores, is Spirit Temple.
And I mean, you have Requiem, so you can even bypass all the magic in there.
Yeah, that is also very true. A little bit of flame storage never hurt anybody.
I mean, you don't even have to use flame storage in Child Spirit. It's just in logic without it to do it as Child. It is helpful to use flame storage for the
Rupee room?
Yes, for Sunblock room, because if you use flame storage and activate it right before entering the door from main lobby, you can get there in time with a lit stick and not have to collect the rupees. Saves a ton of time.
Frogs 1 is dead.
Interesting.
This actually would make a good, case for doing Adult Zora's River.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see it. I mean, I want to do Goron City here first, what Flash is doing because of the ZL, but...
Yeah, and I mean, you can full clear Adult Goron City pretty easily. I mean, you have a bomb
you have
bag,
a hammer.
You have a bow, and a hammer.
Oh, yeah, this is... Oh, easy. Yeah.
And you also have hovers to do it out of logic, too.
Yeah, but you'd block yourself unless you got the Sun Song from Graveyard, which might as well use the hammer, not one-way yourself.
I mean, if you didn't, you could just always Death Warp.
Well, looks like this is a river play from Chloe. I don't know if he's seen the... Where's the...
Yeah, he did. He just saw it.
Okay, he just saw it. Okay, so we won't see Frogs 1.
Yep. Oh, it's for Roars.
That is for Roars.
Oh, is he gonna grab this skull? Well, he has to if he wants to really... Oh, he doesn't have to, but it's... it's just a repeat. Yeah, he's gonna grab it.
Wait, SFM Wath?
Song of Time.
And Epona's.
And Epona's.
Epona's on Adult, Song of Time on Child, and I think Wolfos was dead.
Yeah. Epona's is
anyone?
pretty yeah, GTG probably locking at least one of the hook shots.
Yeah, so that's actually really big information. Because both those would point to a GTG. If not, then you're probably looking at Water BK on River, but that's unlikely.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing in here. There's the repeat for Zora's Domain Foolish.
Actually, we have bow and bombs. You can do almost all of GTG.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable with hookshotless, you got a pretty nice kit already. Heck, if someone's able to find a bottle, we know that irons are in ice, which are logically required this seed. There's a lot you can do with an adult with just one more item. Hook for forest, bottle for ice. You can just decide to do GTG if you wanted.
Let's see what this hint is. That's just a repeat of Lake Hylia Foolish. We've gotten both copies of that, by the way.
Yep. We're still at 2 Foolishes, right? Domain and Lake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, both copies of both of those.
And we have... Are we up to 3 Waths? Or just 2?
I think it's just 2.
Just Graveyard and
Sacred
SFM.
Forest, yeah.
Oh, Spirit Temple.
Oh, that definitely makes me want to go. Well, Clo can't even do it because he doesn't have the slingshot.
Yeah, nothing to...
And, well, he could buy bomb shoes. Oh, that's a slingshot up there, by the way. Skull Mask is a bow. So, that just put it into logic. Or, rather, it makes that play available for Clo.
Yep. And I'd be kind of surprised if he didn't take it with going Child early and having that hint. Like, I would want to get in Spirit pretty quickly.
Yeah,
and not having
especially
CL
since
doesn't punish you.
Yeah, because
CL checks are adult.
Oh, that's a blue fire bottle.
Ice, baby.
Yeah.
Give me those irons.
Water. Yeah, and with you know, the crazy thing too is that it's actually going to be really useful because King Zora's already dead because Zora's domain is foolish.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh.
This would be a great seed for me, at least, with the ice stuff.
Oh, you still need a hookshot for Toilet, otherwise, I was about to say that also puts more in GTG, but Toilet still requires a hookshot to collect the silver rupees before Toilet.
Oh, Ocarina of Time is Bolero.
Okay.
So that means that Bolero is hookshot locked. So hookshot is probably be locked by the hover boots, which is Yell at this point.
I mean, Bolero really doesn't do anything anyways, so like, to me, OOT is just a check. I would be surprised if either picks up Bolero. Like, you might trigger the cutscene, but
yeah, I'll probably trigger it.
Maybe not even, because Spirit is one of the more intense requirement dungeons. It and Water are probably competing for the last dungeon complete. Maybe Jabu if Ring never shows up.
Well, it's not even just that it's pre-completed, too. We've pretty much done most of the stuff in the area to begin with. And we
already have a save warp there. Yeah.
Like, it just isn't going to be very valuable for Bolero this seed.
Yeah.
And that is Water Boss Key being dead. Yep, he's going Child.
Ah, Child. Okay.
Might not even be comfortable with KZ skip here.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fair.
Oh, you get a song here. Okay. Ah, sorry,
Yeah. It could be a lot worse, but it could be a lot better too, so. Like, Serenade would actually be pretty nice here. I could see a Child Spirit play. I would consider that.
The one thing is,
prelude back.
Flash doesn't have the Child Spirit hint, so he might be more just looking at, you know, the couple songs you can get. I don't know, somewhat close doing. I don't know. If I were in these runners' shoes, I would still be adult. I'd do like an hour-long adult this seed of doing, you know, Dodongos, Ice, GTG, just like do it all.
Yeah, be able to full clear Child Goron City on Flash's side. Though I get the feeling that Goron City might even be foolish. Because we've gotten nothing from Goron City so far. And that was, I think, our second copy of SFM Wath in Remote Grotto.
I would be really concerned if SFM pulls a double Wath on us. I mean, maybe it's just GTG Center, but...
Yeah. Or its right side. But right, almost just in time for Lon Lon Ranch song here.
Looks like we might not quite high five in Lon Lon, but it'll be pretty close. Flash entering and Chloe leaving.
Yeah. But I can see Flash grabbing double defense here as well.
Yeah, both passing the heart container, which, I mean, fair enough. Yep, but double defense, yeah, that's...
I mean, it's effectively like turning all of your heart containers into 2 of them.
Yeah, especially with Fire Gone and Central Pillar being only a maybe, like, you're not too worried about timers in this.
Yeah, it has to be 9 keys that aren't Song of Time locked.
Specifically for the center chest.
Well, it's also for right side as well.
Yeah. But yeah, there has to be an item there.
Toilet can even throw things into the mix, as we find Serenade in Long
nice
Long
to
Ranch.
have. You have water cards, so having Serenade at some point is good, and I mean, now as good a time as any. You kind of have all the songs you need right now anyways. Like,
yeah.
Nocturne is sometimes nice to warp around, but, like, we don't need Bolero. Suns is kind of useless.
Alright.
I guess maybe one reason that Flash would want to come child first anyways is the Song of Time anyways, with the SFM Wath outstanding.
Yep.
Seeing what that is can be helpful. Oh! Brilliant. Child spawn is adult archery.
Mm-hmm. Always a fun one, because he just walks out of the bricks. It is 3 chickens.
Yep, so, close showing off what's probably going to be the typical 3 chicken route, I would imagine. Those seem to be the 3 quickest.
Yep. Unless there's something important, like something you really need on Skull Mask, then you could just route up the one near the guard instead. If you haven't already gotten the Night Skulls or are thinking about those.
A winner is you. Why are we going into Graveyard?
Oh, he's getting the song.
He doesn't have ZL.
Oh.
Wait, Bean? Oh, is there something up there? Is it not a stick? Is it the ring?
I'm pretty sure it's a stick. I think you might have mistaken it. I'm not sure, though.
I mean, we'll see a lot less meme percent and scrubs now because of CTMC. Both, you hard pressed to find Greg and Seeds. Stone of Agony and Ice Arrows will still show up because those do appear in gilded chests, but yeah. Okay, so Chloe is back adult now.
Mm-hmm.
Is save quit, so probably like a DC, take the bean, go into crater, all that fun stuff that we saw from Flash's side. And once that's done, we'll see what happens, because, you know, assuming he comes across the bottle and the SFM hints, you could see, you know, is it GTG play, is it an ice play, things like that. Flash also hitting CAC about the same time that Chloe did as child. So both getting chickens, and neither will probably do Dompe. For better or worse.
Yeah, for the time being.
I mean, it is Graveyard Wath. You'd almost be tempted to pick that up.
Yeah.
So
But
I mean, one hook shot, not hovers locked in, and it's not the hovers. Like,
it's not even going to grab Sun's Song, which would be actually pretty handy here. For Dompe, at least.
oh, yeah, if you walk outside for... Oh, you can save quit. So this is fine.
Yeah. Oh, I think you might just grab this hint and maybe save quit.
Yeah,
because you definitely want to.
Yeah, you know Lake's foolish. Okay,
yeah.
I could see this. This is a good use of your time while waiting for Knight to hit. Knight's hit. Please don't be late. Assuming this is the play.
It should just barely hit, if it's at all. No, it's...
No, going for
it's too late now.
Never mind. Yep.
Like, it was barely already stretching it with...
Yeah.
I think it had, like, what, 6 or 7 seconds left on the counter on that first hint. So, yeah. But, the back of lake hints are typically something you see more often in RSL or, like, in mixed pools than in standard. Neither of those hints were very
useful. Yeah. I think both repeats. Neither were you're missing Waths.
It makes sense to do this, but it was just unlucky that it wasn't the case this time around. Yeah, it's almost morning now. Oh, Colossus' left hand is dead, so don't have to worry about that. Is this? I think this is a domain play.
Domain's foolish, though.
Oh, right. Zora's River from this side?
Seems weird to not go for Minuet, but sure.
Yeah, like, with Minuet.
I mean, going straight for the ladder, so yeah, it looks like a river play.
Yeah. Looking for our last foolish. And 2 more Waths. But Flash should be able to just skip the seconds that slingshot on the freestanding, because he already has a slingshot.
Yep.
Yeah, the hints are not being too nice today.
Have we seen all of our sometimes?
I don't... Actually, yeah, we have. We've seen all of our sometimes hints. We haven't seen... We've seen basically everything but, like, 1 foolish and 2 Waths. Because we've had 4 sometimes hints, frogs 1 hint, 4 frogs songs sometimes hints. We have child or adult side, adult hand. We have water BK, and we have frogs 1. So yeah, that's all of our sometimes. We're just missing, again, just 1 foolish and, like, 2 Waths.
Like, it could be strange, like, wouldn't necessarily expect to happen, but you could technically have a seed with only 2 foolish locations.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if we've seen an area that would fit the... Did Wanlon have anything? Wanlon had Serenade.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah,
so,
it could easily fit the bill.
So we definitely have 3 foolish hints this seed. We're not getting an extra sometimes.
And like all of the adult Goron City checks have been dead so far. We haven't gotten anything from Child yet. Child Goron City, but it could potentially be our last foolish, because it is like the largest location. Because if it does have something, we're probably going to see it soon.
I mean, it's just enough for me to know that it's not like we're not getting extra, because we've seen so many sometimes hints, so that would like start to worry me.
And this is a child spirit play. That makes a lot of sense here.
Yep.
Now with that information, arms with it, and with the slingshot and bomb bag, we can pretty much just do everything here. But you can peek you can actually peek the right hand as well to see if it's anything of value.
Yeah.
And it's not like with these settings, it's actually quite a bit easier than standard. Because the chest will always be big, so it comes down to what texture it is rather than like how big it is. Oh no, that's unfortunate.
Had to line up with the slingshot, but got interrupted by the Armos.
Yep. And there's something.
Ooh. Interesting. Also, not a key, so unless this next check is a key, we're not going to be able to climb.
Yep.
Can't quite see it from here, but you're going around anyways.
Looks like a key here.
Okay, so that means you're climbing.
It could be a key, it could be like another item. Yeah, getting the hitbox here. Almost. That should hit, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yep,
Yeah,
that is a small key. So, yeah, we get to climb. Slingshot makes climbing really nice, so you don't have to, like, dodge the Skulltulas on the first room.
And now we're cooking with gas. And Chloe's gonna get that hammer soon. So, we'll see that the bomb bags, in this case, do lock that hammer. Oh, that's a strength.
Oh!
That qualifies.
Wait, are we getting out? We're not climbing. Okay.
I mean, you have a key now. And you could just peek with ZL. So it's not, like, super bad just to skip here.
I mean, I guess my biggest worry is you don't have a fire source yet. It's like, just having Child to do, map chest and, sunblock room without having to do, like, bow crap.
You can just logic it out, though.
Yeah,
I've logicked out a lot of times from just going into sunblock room. It has saved me at least a minute. But yeah, I can see that too. Just there's so many other things that we have for this seed. Like hookshot, for example, is probably gonna. We have to look through well at some point.
Wait, what do we even need for go mode? Timeout. Hookshot, longshot, iron. We know where irons are. Hookshot, longshot. Oh, and the Jabu package. Okay, Jabu package is what's the sticker? Because I was about to say, like, we have unresolved wasps, so you could almost start making the call of. Oh, and mirror shield, yeah.
And
but like,
mirror
if you need both hooks and the mirror shield, like, I'd almost start. I could see the call to go aggressive, but with 5 items of the Jabu package, I wouldn't want to go aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's
But
too
I'm
much.
pretty sure at this point, Hookshot has to be, like, ZL locked in some way.
It doesn't have to. Dompe Digging's still out there.
True.
You know, it
But
could just be
it's gonna be
It could be
awkward.
something on Mearshal, Hookshot, and Dompe. It could be, you know, Mearshal and Sungrave. Like, I'm not convinced the hovers are what's Wath in Graveyard.
We'll have to see first.
Yeah, I mean,
I have
to
seen
me,
really wonky logic before, so
yeah,
I always think
I'm not saying that hovers can't be. Oh, both runners have Ring marked in Graveyard. Okay, so yeah, if Ring's in TARDIS, then that's Wath. We don't need to think about it. Like,
yeah.
I forgot that we mispeaked the TARDIS, so TARDIS fulfills it. No need to get crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
if Ring wasn't there, I'd be hard pushing Graveyard because hovers is a weak Wath to me. And I'd want to confirm because then you know to like rush ZL stuff to find your hooks. Yeah, if it's for the Ring, ta-da.
Of course, that still means we're looking for 4 items.
Better mirror hook, yeah. I mean, SFM Wath is unfulfilled. You know, Spirit probably
But
for the
it's
strength.
probably going to be GTG at this point.
Yeah,
or
but
for Water Boss Key on, like, River Chest, because we're not getting that sometimes, hint.
yeah, but you know, if you assume it's for
There's
GTG
light
highlights,
arrows.
but if you assume GTG, that's one of your items is then in GTG. So, you know, if you need 4 items, but you have an unfilled Wath, well, mark that down to 3.
Yeah, GTG long shot is very likely at this point.
Chloe walked into OGC playing.
Oh, I think he's setting up for Dompe's digging.
I was about to say this looks like a Dompe play.
Oh, I see. He's also going to do Night Market at the same time.
Okay,
That makes
fair
sense. Because then you could just save quit out of Lens game and just go into CAC.
Did Chloe get the bottle of blue fire? I don't remember where that was at.
Oh, I can't even say on his personal tracker. I don't think he did.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that's... You know, we do need letter, hard required for Jabu, but I'm not opposed to going to ice to try and, you know, find another item as well. And I know that it gets me my iron boots.
Yeah, I mean, we have one skip.
Crater Fairy. I think he went to Crater before DC, so that's what's going on. So yeah, no reason to go back for it.
Oh, he's doing Richard after. Which is weird because save quitting out like after chess minigame will save you more time. Rather than doing Richard after chess game, because you have to walk out of there. But we are getting a well play from Flash.
This well play just feels weird to me. Like, yes, it's open, but I just feel like I have other stuff open as adult that I'd rather do since I know it's
There's something big
required
on
or
chess game.
suspect it's required.
Oh my goodness! There's our first fire source for Spirit.
Yeah, but I mean, Shadow's not in, so you could technically...
No, but it's good for Adult Spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing you're missing at this point... Nah, but adults faster in general.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess we have the rings, so you're not necessarily, like, hard-pressed to want that for, Composer's Grave.
Yeah. Oh, there's something else. There's a wallet. Oh my goodness. That's another big chest I've seen. And that could potentially be ZL locked.
Yeah. And Chloe's probably doing Dompe, but might also go into the well, so we might see a double well here.
Yeah. It's also grabbing skulls here too at the same time. Because it's an easy 5 skulls here, so you can pretty much get to the 10 just on the skulls. Actually, yeah, he should be able to get pretty close to 10, if not at 10. Something tells me that, like, Dead Hand area has one of the small keys, which would make that gilded chest that we saw, like, in Like Room, ZL locked.
I mean, it's hard for it to not be at this point, because you saw the one in the bomb floor, you have map chests, and I think the only thing that's left is the loop, and you're missing a small key still.
That's a ZL locked the shirt.
Well, you don't have to worry about Central Pillar Timer.
Nope.
I wonder if the Marn model changes scarf color.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So I know a couple of them have...
Not Marin. This is OT, not Link's Awakening.
But yeah, I know a couple of models in which the shirt changes color. Right, because Flash doesn't have a shield.
Oh yeah, ooh, that makes Dead Hand a lot harder.
Wait. Oh, I think Claude just forgot he didn't have Sunsong yet. Which, by the way, that makes that check into logic now.
Yep.
It is technically doubly magic locked.
Yeah, this is going to be a full clear of Graveyard from Close side, so we'll know if there's anything else besides the ring. I mean, ring already fulfills, but, you know, doesn't hurt. Especially when you can set it up all like this and just get it all in one go.
Yeah. But yeah, one of the... Okay, that is dead.
Wait, so Flash has one key. We saw on the bomb floor. Is map just a small key?
That was... I think it... Yeah, it was... It was actually... The key he got from was the one in... The invisible one in Dead Hand Room.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, small key in basement. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so your small keys are one of the Dead Hands.
Another ZL locked chest, then?
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, another fire source! And we're about to find out if... Oh, that's a bottle here.
Is this adult? This looks like adult.
Yeah, it is.
So I don't think there's anything hard required in the well.
Nope.
Some nice to have,
fire arrows now, Flash can just do a good chunk of spirit.
That does help Flash with spirits since he didn't climb his child to do the firelock checks. Yeah, that is a big help.
Especially with furores, it definitely is more sensible to do that all as adult now.
So what I would do here as Flash is do ice first, but it looks like a spirit play.
Nah, spirit's probably better in this situation.
So my reasoning for that is I want to get the iron boots. I figure I'm doing ice at some point for iron boots. I can full clear it. So I do ice first, and then go spirit into GTG in case I find like a hookshot or mirror shield to make these easier.
Yeah. Although, I mean, spirit is Wath, so we could just always do spirit first, see if we can find a hookshot on the way.
Yeah. No, like, I can see the logic. I'm just going based off of, like, I want to do both these plays anyway, and one I can full clear. Therefore, do the full clear.
Yeah, but Zora's Domain is foolish. So we wouldn't be getting Paradox Letter.
I'm not looking for letter, I'm looking for the iron boots and see if I can
Oh
get
my god, that's where the boss key is.
Yep. I mean,
you need a,
that's not a big deal, but because, I mean, Spirit's gonna be hookshot locked anyways. So,
yeah.
I mean, you just, if you want to, you could set Furor's Wind at the top, and then, you know,
and
when you get back
and
here,
grab it.
just walk in via the front and then Furor's Wind to the top. But
I mean, there is a way of doing that trick with hover boots, no glitches, but it is insanely precise because it is
also not allowed in standard.
Oh, that trick?
Getting the compass chest without a hookshot is not an allowed trick in the standard rule set, and that would get you disqualified. Please do not do that.
Well, it's not even like a... Yeah, compass chest with hovers, I don't think is banned.
Oh, I thought it got banned with...
No, it didn't. The other the other trick, where...
Rova got banned with Shadow, but that didn't get included. Okay.
Yeah, getting to Rova with, like, without hookshot is banned. Like how getting to, like, past, you know, the pot room area without a hookshot is banned. But
yep, you guys are right. It's just all three of those were found at like the same time, and most of them got banned, so I just lumped all three together. And also, I have no intention of learning compass without hookshot.
You're not... Realistically, you're not getting it ever. It is like double frame perfect, as well as like not just double frame perfect, but also like you need to be perfect with the control stick as well during both of those at very specific angles. It's just not worth learning the trick unless you're already like a glitch player. And even then, there are just better glitches to do. Oh! Oh my god. Well. Beautiful.
Yep, I mean, you're a hookshot away from beating this.
Yeah, yeah.
And hookshot also gives you forest.
Yeah, exactly. I mean...
Long shot gives you water, and then it's just a hunt for letter, which letter locks water. So you know that water's off the table for it.
Well, that's one item that is not... So that's a dead item on map. Oh, going for... Oh. No, you need to, like, wait a little bit for... Or do that. So that's,
overlaps the cutscenes, nice.
that is 4 keys in Spirit, so we're just missing a hook shot at this point. Yeah, French Vanilla Strength and a French Vanilla Mirror Shield in Wath Spirit. As what we call a huge find.
I mean, that strength could logically be strength. Could, you know, not necessarily be the strength 2 in logic, but the mirror shield is
It's
definitely
in logic though.
Yeah, I mean, it's in logic.
We have like 1 key, and it was child side with a key, so. And that is Sunblock Room with a item. Oh my god.
Yep, so the strength is not Wath, it is very much the mirror shield.
Yep. Because both of those weren't strength locked. Nor magic locked, actually, come to think of it. Because, Nope, you can go in as child, because you don't need any of the,
Yeah, but the Sunblock one has key requirements as child. So there wasn't a key in map chest. So maybe that isn't magic locked. The key logic gets kind of weird there with how the strength's placed, but I want to say that it's in logic without the strength or the magic. Or you might actually need the magic. No, because key.
I think the only thing
Key
you
logic
need
is weird.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, but the thing is, like, that could be magic locked, even though adult doesn't have. Even if that was your strength 2, and adult can't access there, you might still need magic based off key logic. Welcome to Spirit. But no, child had 3 keys, so I think you're fine.
Yeah, child had 3 keys. They were both in the room where you need a slingshot anyway, which is already available. Oh, he's not going to go any further in.
I mean, no hookshot. That's a hard ask.
I mean, true.
He actually can't. You need a hookshot to get back up. You'd have to save quit to do anything else.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't use Roar's Wind to do this.
Yeah.
Because that would save you quite a bit of time. I can... you need a bomb bag. Or a bomb. It's one of the very few hard bomb locked checks. But I can see a case for going to GTG. You're going to likely find a hook shot.
No, the play here was definitely like Spirit and GG. Oh, never mind.
Which,
go back.
And guess what? It's ZL locked. I'm telling you, the plot thickens.
I mean, the hover's already rolled out. It's the ring. The ring is way the hero. The hover boots don't matter at this point. Like, hover boots might be Wath, but unless you find a second graveyard way the hero. But I know what this means. This means we do Spirit, we do Forest.
Yep. I'm surprised you didn't just play the song, because that would be a lot faster.
Is it, though?
Walking from the fairy fountain, yeah, it is.
Because you still have to play the song and go through the cutscene, so it might be a little slower, but not much.
Yeah, and long shots, my best guess is probably in GTG at this point.
Yeah, based off that, unless it's specifically for River Boss Key, which is getting kind of sus at this point.
Well, now we don't even need the bean for it if we can find the long shot.
I mean, I think both runners have planted a bean, so I wouldn't see a point of long shotting up. The bean is... I think the bean's just quicker.
Both of them already planted the bean.
Yeah, so you just lose time by setting up the long shot.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the hard trick that takes longer, do the easy thing. You're not going to get knocked off the bean by a nasty little Poe. Yep, so Chloe's just following in Flash's footsteps at the moment, going in this. Got the strength 2 from Child side, goes adult. We'll probably do this, and then we'll probably find the hook shot right after and come right back in.
Yeah. We also know that adult side is dead too, like the hand, so we just have to do these invisible chests and then bail out. Like, to the top, I mean.
Yep. Also, Chloe also did not climb, it looks like, so we'll be doing all the fire checks here. There's launch. Oh my word. Okay, I'm going to say it's almost certainly for... It's Song of Time now. Epona's is not Way of the Hero unless it's specifically Big Pose. Because we have access to GGG without. So I'm almost not sold on the GGG play anymore because I'm suspecting that it's...
Well, we still need Rudo's letter for ice, logically.
Yeah, so yeah, Rudo's letter can't be in water, but I would kind of want to just jump into ice anyway, get my iron boots, and see where water BK's at. Because water BK is a lot of information right now. Because if you get it off of River Chest, there's your Wath. If you don't get it off of River Chest, you're in go mode because Rudo's letter's a GTG.
Yep.
Like, obviously you do Forest first, because you have to do that anyways.
You might even find the Rudo's letter in Forest, for all we know.
Yeah, exactly. So you do Forest first, because that's required and it's linear as heck. But yeah, after that, I would want to grab my iron to get into water if I don't have a gold scale. Because that big key is... I'm still looking at that SFM Way of the Hero.
Yeah. But yeah, this should at least let us beat Twinrova as well. And we'll be probably out of Forest Temple like the 125, 130 mark, something like that. Because, I mean, this fight's going to still could have burned a bit of time. And I see Flash isn't too comfortable with, you know, the exploitable spot on the Iron Knuckles. Because, yeah, if you stand, like, on their, like, near their left foot, they basically can't hit you while you're crouch stabbing them.
Yeah, it's a little more precise on Adult than Child. Child, you can just, like, crouch in front of them and not get hit because Child is short. Adult, yeah, it's kind of near the left foot. And it's not a huge area that you have access to, so, you know, better to just get through the fight than take a lot of hits. I mean, yeah, double defense, you're probably fine. You have what? You can take 3 hits without dying, but, I mean, taking hits is just slow. Because you have the whole recoil, Link goes flying, all that nonsense.
But Oh, nice, a double. That is always appreciated, getting a double on the witches like that.
Oh,
Like-
this is interesting. So, this is really interesting. So Claude didn't probably use Farore's win there, so got first hookshot from Spirit, so he's going to beat this.
It might be a while before he finds the other one, because...
Exactly my point, because after this, you would kind of just want to play Minuet instead of going to GTG. Now, maybe after that, you start looking at that play and come out here anyways and stump upon the long shot, but doing the fairy from close side would not be my first priority after finding a hookshot.
Yeah. Yeah, if he goes to GTG, he'll reverse his way there.
Yep.
But it'll be a little bit before he does that. I mean, whoa. It's 70 minutes in. Missed the happy 1 hour mark by 10 minutes, but that should be fine.
Happy 70 minutes of Scrubs Quals!
Yep. Oh, well, that's an unusual place for bomb shoes.
Yeah, doesn't hurt to have a pack of bomb chews. Allow you to do a few fancy things that you can't do with normal bombs. Now, most of those are kind of used up by now, so... But, you know, don't lose too much time. Also, just another source of explosives if you run out of bombs.
Yeah. Yeah, at one point we're gonna have to just rush ice. In fact, if Flash can find Rudo's letter, he could just skip all the way to Rudo's letter. Well, not Rudo's letter, but like to Iron Boots' chest with the blue fire he has. So
there's a question. So question chat, what is the Scrubs format anyways? So Scrubs Central is a tournament. This is our, season 5?
Yeah,
that we've been doing this. So Scrubs Central, we run a tournament that's focused on newer and developing runners, that we want to give them a competitive and friendly environment to learn the game and be able to compete against runners of a similar skill level. So this is the start of our qualifiers for Season 5. Need to do... I should know this, member tournament team. I think you need 5 finishes to be eligible to run in the tournament. And quals run for about a month. We have, I think, 16 or 17 live quals, and a number of offlines that will be released soon. And yeah, we have these things that are a little different from standard, but we try and focus around newer runners. A lot of what we're doing here is, trying to make seeds quicker, because with standard seeds, if you're new, you're looking at maybe like a 4-hour plus time commitment. So, make seeds quicker so it's easier to digest while you're still learning the game and able to get better and do it in a fun environment. I wonder if there's still a Scrubs command. Yeah, so right there you can get to the Scrubs Central Discord and the schedule of quals. From there you can find all the qualifiers. Also, if you're learning the game, it's a great place to go and ask for help. The community there is very friendly. So yeah, love it if you check it out and participate in more of the quals that are coming up.
I will say, I'm actually quite surprised that Flash is doing GTG here, rather than just simply focusing on Forest Temple.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Because, you got a lot of checks in there, so you're not really wasting time.
I mean, it might be a play off of that SFM Watt that he's like, oh, there's something here because of the Epona's Song of Time, but...
Well,
that's
it can't
why
be Epona's unless it's, Big Pose now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So he might be saying, hey, Song of Time, but, I'm very suspect of River Chest right now. So that's why I'd want to do...
And I'm surprised he didn't even focus on Wasteland Chest at all. He just flat out ignored it.
Yeah, I think this is a logic play. He thinks Song of Time. He might have forgot about the possibility of River Chest, but I would almost expect a hard right side push. Like, don't even go left.
Yeah.
He might be making the call. I think I know where Ruse is at. Yep, see, right side. He's chasing the Song of Time.
Wasteland wasn't hinted. We got a Spirit's Hands hint, but no Wasteland hint yet. Not even Foolish. Which, it's less likely considering how many more check-dense places we have that are. But, will it be a gamble that pays out? Is the better... Oh, yeah,
Wait,
it is.
that is Rudos. Let's go. Okay,
That is huge. That is you
a
just
Song of Time
rush.
watch.
Yeah, yeah.
You mean paid out?
It paid out in dividends this time around.
Yeah, I mean, that looked like a logic play to me, and it happened to be the right call. Like, that... I was very worried about logic possibilities of River Chest, but, you know, I would have checked River Chest and then gone right there. But, yeah, good call.
Yeah, and after that, you just want to grab that Rang.
Which you'd probably do after Forest, because you don't have Nocturne. So...
Yeah.
You also have to get into Ice, so it might be this into Ice into...
yeah, possibly. It depends on how comfortable Flash is with KZ skip.
KZ skip, yeah. Yeah, I guess it's not too bad to get back to after doing Jabu anyways. Like, it's just Bolero will... Nah, you wouldn't pick a Bolero. It'd be a Minuet away.
Yeah, Minuet away. Or even a save quit. Because it's in DMT.
Ooh, yeah, save quit might be the fastest, you're right.
Especially since I'm pretty sure that both of them run on emulator. Yeah, Flash is on PJ64 and Chloe is on RetroArch.
Yeah, that it would definitely be the quicker, because that's even quicker than Bolero, and Bolero's quicker than Minuet.
Yep. But I mean, right now we have Forest Temple.
I mean, you know, maybe you run into Gold Scale,
actually,
and then you don't even need the irons.
If Claude goes into, routes his way into GTG, he can definitely, he'll definitely get that long shot plus, Bruto's letter now.
Yeah.
Although, he's probably gonna play, he has to play for the hint, because, Target in the Woods had the light arrows.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a slingshot, so it might just be that he gets a hint, has to, you know, Froor's Wind and play a few songs. So it's not the end of the world, but it would definitely add a little bit of time.
Yeah. It's a very jetty introduction for these settings. Gold scale water, or rather gold scale forest. It's what we call huge. Yeah, Twin Rova behaving very nicely on close side, and well, it looks like we aren't getting. We're not going to be getting 3 key force on Flash's side, which is understandable. It is one of the trickier tricks, but if you get it, you actually save quite a bit of time over doing forest like vanilla.
don't actually think that's the quickest route through forest.
It is if you have Furores.
I think the quickest route
Because
through
you skip
Furore.
2 rooms.
I think the quickest route with Furores is actually immediately going left. Now, Ideal Forest is really wacky key setup, but it's get key first chest, go get key from this chest, and then it's what, get a key from boss, set Furores Wind, get key for boss key, Furores Wind, or you go out into lobby from here and Furores Wind back up, and then you go and jump down from Stalfos and Furores Wind that way. I don't know. Forest gets really weird. There's so many different, it is really linear, as people say, but there's also 50 different ways you can route it if you want to get really nerdy about it.
A lot of optimizations.
Yeah, Forest can get really
you
wonky.
You also skip a lot of chest opening.
Yeah, that's
with
true.
3 key forest as well.
Okay, yeah, it might be 3 key forest is faster if you're not trying to clear everything.
If you get it first try, it's faster. Once you try to go for it anymore, other than through key, unless you have key sanity, it just isn't worth it anymore.
Yeah. And it would also not work out if you actually wanted to grab checks here, which we don't really want to.
Yeah, exactly. It is an advanced trick.
I wouldn't really expect to see 3 key forest get pulled out with the Scrubs players. I probably wouldn't expect, the wacky forest route I was talking about either, because that's unless you're really nerdy and have read through a forest routing document, you wouldn't know that optimal route isn't to go to Stalfos immediately. It's actually to go through this route and then Furores Wind from second Stalfos into first Stalfos. Because second Stalfos won't spawn without doing first Stalfos. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But we are going to see the ground jump hover strats here.
Yeah, because that one is an easy optimization.
Yep.
Though, yeah, very clean.
Yep, and here's a forest play from Klo, so, makes sense. It'll just be a matter of what Klo does after forest, because right now he's not losing time. This is still a proper play from a spot. It's just a matter of after forest, what do you do?
Yeah, exactly.
And, if the answer is ice, I still don't think you lose time unless you find a gold scale.
Yeah.
It's just a matter, after you do the stuff that everyone else is going to do because the required dungeons, required items, is then how quickly do you go back and do Colossus Ferry and GTG.
Yeah.
But you do have the hints, so that definitely helps.
Yeah. Song of Time is probably the stronger of the two for hints, for Waths. When you see that other hookshot. But with only this hookshot, GTG, going to GTG seems like a pretty reasonable play.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And then when you see it, it's GTG is still a reasonable play because it is check dents for Song of Time.
Yeah, I was fully aboard the GTG train until we got the long shot. It's I kind of want to just rush water and not waste my time in GTG if I don't have to. But as soon as I would cross out river, I go to GTG. Heck, even if you cross out river and you're not in go mode, GTG's probably on your mind as a place to go to.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if GTG was one of our Waths.
Could get a second spirit, a double spirit.
Yeah, although, yeah, with that hook shot, because the two strengths there aren't.
Yeah, hookshot and mirror shield are both Wath and spirit.
Well, Flash is just basically in go mode. He knows where the last 2 items he needs are.
You couldn't get a double graveyard because it's only the boomerang. The bomb bag and hover boots are not way the hero.
Yeah. Because the hookshot in Adult Spirit you can get without a hookshot.
Yep, you had 4 keys that weren't ZL locked.
Yeah, and the bomb bag in case or chest nullified that.
Guess we can update the bot that it SFM is not for opponents, it's for Song of Time. Opponents is not required at all.
But it'll be interesting to see what people do from here, because it's going to be all about just I think a big thing that's going to separate a lot of runners is when they find Rudo's letter and hookshot here. But with the Song of Time Wath basically fulfilled, now I don't have to
everything's
worry
in play
too much.
in water.
Yep. So now it's basically seeing how Flash routes like the last 2 needed items. I could see him, like, if he's not comfortable with KZ skip, just getting the boomerang, then going like into domain, grabbing the fish bottle and such. Nah, obviously it's no logic, but BK skips are still not allowed. Yeah, it doesn't really matter like what order you do it in.
Yeah, you have an age change regardless.
Regardless.
However you route it in. I think you're technically, like, if you want to like hard optimize from Fash's side, the correct play is probably to go to Jabu next, in case like there is gold scale on Baronade and you can avoid going to ice, but that's so unlikely that it's probably going to be the same regardless.
Yeah.
Because you're not checking the checks in Jabu, so you're really only grabbing 1. You might grab 2 if map chest turns up golden, because you could, pull gold scale or big Goron sword, and hey, those are fun.
Yeah. But yeah, I could see like a top level runner finishing within like the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, I definitely think someone sub-2s this.
Oh, 100%. Actually, I think I can see someone doing like a 140 here. 140, 150 pretty easily.
Yeah, with how the seed's laid out and, the amount of people in the race.
Yeah, I can see someone doing a similar play to what Flash did. That's our last slingshot, by the way.
It's like the infinite monkey theorem just applied to randomizers.
Yep. Yeah. And I do plan on actually racing tomorrow. It's just tonight it would be nice to just sit and relax for a bit.
Yeah, I guess we can shout out the next Scrubs call. You mentioned that the EU Weekly tomorrow is also going to be, the Scrubs call will be the second live. So feel free to show up for that one too.
Yep. But yeah, the EU Weekly is indeed another qualifier. It will be qualifier number 2, and depending on the seed, it could be really nice. Oh, right. Flash also has the fish bottle, so he could just immediately go up to King Zora, get the letter and all that. Give the letter. Doesn't even need to empty the bottle, which is very convenient.
Oh, that is funny. It is a preloaded bottle of fish.
Yeah, that was in bottom of the well.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, like, there could be a runner that didn't even do well in this seed.
100%.
Like, when both runners are doing it, it's like, I wouldn't have said it was a bad play, but also, like, I didn't see a need to, like, rush well at that point. I think it was more a sentiment of planting the bean and, you know, checking Dompe digging and things like that, that they is like, hey, let's do well while we're here. Which, you know, fair enough.
And man, I really hate the projectile on Phantom Ganon. It is so bad.
Oh, that's only 2. I think this is a 5-hit Ganon.
Yep.
Yep. For those of you that don't know, if you do 5 or 6 Master Crouch Stabs on Phantom Ganon, you can do things like this. He plays tennis a lot more. It's just annoying.
Yep. It is really awful. And after a while, he does get back to normal where it's like this. But it's actually not based on hits. It's actually based on time for Phantom Ganon. Because you can do no hits, and you can trigger that state too. Because I have, in the past, actually triggered it without doing any damage, because I just keep missing. But that's when I missed the Zero Cycle. Which, honestly, I don't feel bad about hitting him with the Zero Cycle. Because he 100% deserves it. Well, he's walking.
What are... he's going to equip the hook, so this is
Ice play.
Yeah, ice play for the iron boots. Yeah, I think save quitting is quicker, but, you know, it's not too much longer than this. Like, you're probably talking about, like, 10, 20 seconds.
Pre-completed dungeons will have... all of the checks are junked.
Yep. Checks are junked, you start with the rewards. So it just makes so you don't have to do those dungeons. I haven't seen it yet, but there could be like a really odd case where like a 20 or 30 seed could expect you to go in there for the skulls, but you know, with 40 and 50 off, that seems like it wouldn't happen too much.
Yeah.
And for those of you that have been around in Scrubs and saw the, you know, the asyncs we put out for testing, we had 40 on, where we were testing 40, but with pre-completed, we didn't want to run the risk, because that just puts you at bigger risk for having to go into pre-completeds, which would feel awful.
Yeah. That's absolutely fair.
Thunder, I believe that there can be chews in the junk items. So those
Yeah,
are in
they
brown
can.
chests.
Yeah, they're in brown chests, so they can be in any of the junk items, because they aren't considered a major item.
Yeah, I believe anything in a gilded chest would not, but anything in a brown chest is open game. Also, heart heart chests as well.
I see he does lineups.
Wow, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I have a setup from the
Very
corner,
clean.
but yeah, that was just eyeballing it.
Basic, almost like that, yeah. But that, with the blue fire bottle, he could just immediately go into the
Yeah,
song room.
Yeah, just go left.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not hard to get the ring. You just save. You just get out of a dungeon and save quit. Because you
Yeah.
just jump down trail and you're in CAC.
Well, at this point now you just want to do water and then save quit.
Okay, yeah, fair. Yeah, exactly. Get overworld, so yeah, do water first, then save quit out. Yep. And then job will be your last, and you go back adult and get your bacon.
Yep. But yeah, I can see like a 150, 155 from Flash here. I mean, Zora getting to... I mean, the thing is we have Jabu with, like, Rudo on top. It's not... And
Jabu still takes time. Like...
You skip 2 minutes from, like, the top.
Yeah, but you still have the rest of Jabu.
Yeah, but you don't have to do any checks.
No, but you still have to kill all the tentacles.
That's true, yeah. Water boss key is also going to be very important.
Yeah, and water boss, and that's the other part. Like, Jabu's still a decent time sink. Water's still a time sink that, you know, may or may not be behind. So,
yeah. Yeah, no, I can see, like, a top-level player doing, like, 140 knots. I think water, though, at its slowest... And we already have water boss key hinted dead, so we are saving a little bit of time. Because then you only have to grab, like, 3 keys at the very most. But yeah, it depends on if you're a map or a compass person first. Or if you do the... Well, I would say doing the peak, like the underwater version of the peak for central bow target, which is what I do. Which, if you do see that boss key, you can save quite a bit of time just doing that instead.
No,
Yeah,
this makes
Cole
sense
needs
for
to go
Cole
to
looking
key.
for the hints.
Oh! Goron City was foolish!
Yep. So there's the third foolish.
I figured that would have been the case. But now I have a good feeling that GTG might probably is just Woth. So I know Well can't be Woth because it didn't have anything that it really locked, other than maybe the tunic
That was
and a
another
wallet.
spirit hint. I don't know if we've seen two, so that just might be a duplicate. I don't think that's enough to say spirit is double Woth yet.
Yeah.
Are we also seeing back of lake hints?
Yeah. Oh, and Flash is setting up for Aurora's here, so that will save quite a bit of time depending on where the boss key is.
I mean, setting first here is always optimal in Water Temple when you're going to beat it.
Yep. Yeah, back of lake hints make sense, but unfortunately they are both sometimes hints, so they will not be helping out Chloe.
I mean, I just generally don't do back lake hints, and also with like Lake Foolish. Ugh.
I mean, if you're gonna do those hints, it is better as adult than as child.
Yeah, it is, certainly. Flash just pulled the block without peeking? Interesting.
Nope. I mean, it is like a one-frame trick. Like, underwater, it's easily
right,
hard.
you are underwater. That's fair.
And the timing is quite a bit different than on, like, dry land for a peak.
Yeah, I forgot about the water, being underwater being weird. Good old water physics, mechanics, nonsense.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a video game. Of course, water makes everything worse.
And people always joke about ice physics.
Well, I mean, people complain about water too. I mean, have you seen the discourse about Water Temple?
Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, the worst part about that dungeon is that there were no D-pad boots in the base game.
Oh yeah.
It's like, why? Why would you design a dungeon around switching your boots on and off, but not give the ability to switch between them on the fly? It seems a bit silly to me.
Though, since we did just wrap the Scrubs S1 MMR tournament, I will say that I think Great Bay Temple is worse than OOT Water Temple.
And I called it. Ikola just finished with the 140. A 140 18, so.
Yep.
Probably like hard rushed. I know Ikola loves to do early GTG and hard rush dungeons. I mean, hard rushing dungeons just makes sense.
Yep. Okay, so Chloe is also going into ice now to get the iron boots. So again, all doing things that most runners would do. So not like losing stuff, but yeah, it's just a matter of when does he go back to do Spirit, Colossus Ferry, and GTG.
Well, he might even get tempted out of doing a routing in GTG as soon as he gets that long shot.
Yeah, because then you might do a quick dip into water next. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, you do have Furore, so maybe it is. But you want Furores for water too.
You want Furores for water, like right now.
Like, yep, there it is. That's torches.
Now, I don't expect the Morpha quick grab kill, because it is kind of annoying to do. I still need to practice it.
Kind of is a bit of a statement for Morpha, like, this is the hardest one. It's the hardest, like, boss quick kill.
Unless you ignore Phantom Ganon. With the zero cycle, I should say.
Okay, yeah.
Although this one is more based on timing. Well, there's the key. Don't need that. But I think we're gonna probably get some finishes sooner. Pretty soon, actually. Desert Colossus Wath. Oh my god.
Oh boy. That's big for Clo. Yeah, because the Song of Storms, he does not have that fulfilled. That is an open Colossus Wath.
Well, it can't be Storms, because that was directly hinted.
Oh, that's true too. But Oh, Big Sabby!
So it is 100% for the hook shot.
Yeah.
Oh, huge raid. The VG Fan 100 with a raid of 1. Welcome out and in. Oh, speaking of finishes, Zavi with a 144.10.
Yep. That looks like
Yep.
bombs.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
we're
I've
not
seen it
grabbing that. Either way, it's not something we really need.
Yep. He's still trying to peek. If you're having trouble peeking, you know where you're getting iron boots. It'd be just as quick to grab the iron boots and save, put out of ice, and dive down.
Well, there's Nocturne, it's vanilla.
Did someone say vanilla items?
Yeah. Man, a French vanilla strength, French vanilla mirror shield, a vanilla iron boots,
Vanilla Suns, Vanilla Nocturne.
vanilla Nocturne. I mean, the last hint that would be really helpful for Chloe if it was like WAP, GTG, WAF.
Yeah, just tell where the other items are, but... I mean, the Colossus one is pretty big.
It is. Though if you're routing GTG in reverse, you're going to pick it up realistically.
Yeah. It would be... Yeah, it actually does help a little bit, like if he, with the Iron Boots, wanted to make a gamble of jumping into water to search for items. It is... If you're in Lake, I think it's just as fast to take Epona as it is to reverse.
Yeah.
But I think Chloe's already done South Field with like a GV play, so there's not items there, and you know, looking for items in water is not something you want to do in the best cases.
Yeah, like unless it's directly hinted WAF, it's usually not like the best play unless you have a really bad boss key hunt on your hands. Because if you have a bad boss key hunt, you're realistically going to find the items along the way.
Yeah, I noticed that too, new IT guy. That looks like... I thought I saw a Gilded Chest on the map chest, and Chloe did not pick it up. Which is odd for not being in go mode. Well, okay. Chloe might be making... No, but why is he doing all... Oh, he didn't have a blue fire bottle. You know it's not letter. You know Colossus is what, but that could be your letter. He could also be reading into the, SFM Wath and saying it's GTG.
Possibly, yeah. In fact, if he continues, like, after getting that long shot, that might... I'll put him in, well, glow mode, because, he did not get to target in the woods.
Yeah. Though it'd be weird to skip that Gilded Chest and then still go to the 2 chests by compass, so... That seems weird. Not sure how to explain that one.
Yeah, neither can I.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it could just be lights anyways, yeah, so...
Yeah, like, the only place it can't be in is, a pre-completed dungeon and a foolish location.
Maybe he just missaw the chest and thought it was brown and...
Or
maybe
heart
we misidentify
chest.
and see as gilded, like, who knows?
Well, yeah, like, we know it's nothing, but, no. So, the ice song is foolish, always, but it can be hinted Wath. like not the song check itself, but like the location can be
Well,
like the ice cavern can be hinted with.
well, I should clarify. The song isn't even foolish. The song is disabled. Like you grab it, it'll just be like $5 or something. There's not a song in Ice Cavern because a foolish song could be, you know, Prelude or Serenade. We have straight up set it dead and started you with a song, so it gets added to the just junk item pool. As you'll probably see
Yeah.
Cole here, he'll get. I didn't catch what Flash got as the junk item, but yeah, there's the iron boots and there's arrows.
Now
Yeah,
it
so-
comes a thing of for Chloe is searching for that Rudo's letter, and technically the lights, though for ideally for Chloe, finding the Rudo's letter means you could just play for the hint. And
Yeah.
Natharian finished in third with a 149.53.
Yep.
And at this point, just play where he's going back makes sense because of the Wath. Yeah, but will he do GTG as soon as he finds that long shot, or is he just going to bail into water? Because I can see it as a possibility. I'm not going to knock it out.
I think the better play would go water first to confirm your Wath. Like he has the irons, so this will give him full water, and he can jump in there real quick to confirm to see if boss key is river chest.
Yeah,
I wouldn't recommend doing river chest first, but like then you do GTG, and if it's not GTG, then you go back for river.
He's doing GTG.
Oh, he is okay.
He's walking out, so
Yeah, seems like a GTG play.
Oh no,
Or,
never
nope.
mind. That was incorrect. Oh wait, nope, never mind.
Oh, he's setting it today to see the post. Okay.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier to see. That's absolutely fair here.
Yep. Nope. That's fine.
I mean, doing it at night is kind of a pain. I'm not gonna lie. And we just got our fourth place finisher, Alexis, with a time of 1:51.35. But Rudo's is on the platform in GTG, the Song of Time platform. Rang was in the graveyard crate.
Yeah, so Chloe's already planted the bean, knows where it's at. It's just a matter of actually going to get it.
He's just doing what just worrying a little bit if it's just a useless wath. But I mean, as we can see here, it's nothing. It's like
I guess from Chloe's perspective, like it could still be for lights.
Yeah, that's also very true.
Like he could go into GTG, and for him, lights could just be on where the letter's at, and that would fulfill the wath.
Mm-hmm. That we're about to see Baronade on Flash's side. And this fight won't take very long. Like, there's only one bit that can be kind of annoying, but other than that, Baronade's usually a pretty easy fight.
So, chat's talking about lights being waths. So, lights cannot be directly hinted waths. So you can't have Lost Woods Way of the Hero in this seed. However, if all the slingshots were locked by something, you could have a Way of the Hero slingshot to get solely the light arrows.
Yeah, because there was a couple of there have been a couple seeds where like hammer was Wath, just so that you could get light arrows.
Yeah. So the lights, you can't get away the hero that's just for light arrows specifically, but you can get away the hero for an item that's specifically to get light arrows. If that makes sense.
Yeah. And Xeno finishing in 5th place with a 153.47.
Yeah, number of runners squeezing in under 2 hours.
Yeah, I figured. And there's a Kokiri sword! Oh my goodness.
Good meme.
Yeah. The Baronade having a...
We could complete all the dungeons now. We know where all the items are at through both runners.
Yep.
Flash doesn't have the Din's Fire from chess game, but doesn't need it. But
I mean, Fire Arrows is a suitable replacement. And Sea Falcon finishing in 6th place with a 154.43.
Yep. Fire FAE is not allowed in scrubs, so Fire Arrows are not a suitable replacement for Din's for shadow purposes.
No, but I mean, we aren't doing that, and man, we're getting a lot of snipes now with Cinny and Holy Sparks.
That's 3 runners in, what was that, less than 20 seconds?
Yep. I mean, mixed pools, you can have Shadow be required, and then Din's being locked by something in Deep Shadow, and have the double dip. Oh, rip. Yep, race time be doing that now, like for now. It'll calm down probably in the next couple of days, or next couple of quals. Because it's usually the first ones that tend to have a lot of people.
Since these are the weeklies, they usually get a little bit more. Yeah, and yeah, so it was 20 seconds from Sea Falcon to Sparks. It was only 3 in between Cinny and Sparks.
And Chloe setting up for Roars and Water Temple. As Flash makes his way into Ganon's castle. So yeah, it should be like a low 2 hours then.
Yeah, it doesn't quite have enough time to squeeze in 2, but yeah, it'll be probably under 205. You can usually get through the rest of it in under 10.
It's not bad. It's a really good time for like your first qual. Now, speaking of times, Ace Slayer 111 with a 9th place in a time of 156.57. But yeah, this isn't too bad. Yeah, it's a really strong finish. So
yeah,
I can't really complain. But we'll just have to see. And speaking of, there's our top 10 right there.
Yep, rushing, top 10, all sub 2.
With a time of 157.32. Well, with like 90 runners, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Heck, we'll probably still get a few other runners before the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, we could possibly get like 15. There's still a couple minutes left.
Yeah, jets are my weakness, I'm not gonna lie. Whereas I do better with like long seeds that require like a lot to be done. Speaking of which, there's Barbu and the Aeronauts finishing basically 3 seconds of each other.
That's the second 3-second snipe within this race.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is the French snipe, because I know that both of them are French, or at least they both can speak French.
Flash entering Ganondorf sub 2, but
Won't be
have a
finishing
little bit to
sub
go.
2, sadly.
Yep.
Two keys, you know what's hinted. Just, yeah, go for the clams. Well, I mean, you still caught the second flight, so that's better. Yeah, so we make some clam chowder, which now I have a craving for.
Ooh.
Oh, that is so unfortunate.
So if you public service announcement, if you do fall, equip the long shot. It's better. Don't equip long shot before. Don't expect to fall. But if you fall, long shot up to the top is better.
Yep.
And then it's quicker to do two menus, to menu to long shot, menu back out, than it is to climb that, because it is so tall.
Yeah, oh, nice quick. That was pretty much.
Oh, yeah, he did get
That
the
was
quick
a-
grab.
Oh,
but he lost
that
it!
is so
Oh!
unfortunate. And he got it though. That was sick.
Oh!
Oh, and there's our first 2-hour finisher. Vela with a time of 2 hours and 43 seconds. No!
Oh!
Oh, that is so unlucky, man.
This has been two travesties. So, we've seen the travesty there, but if you're watching Flash's screen with the Ganon, not only did he have the fall, but when he knocked Ganon down the second time, he only had 3 hits, which meant he got 2 hits past the limit. Like, he was on cycle for 2, and then messed up near the end. Didn't quite get all 10 you need with the Master Sword.
Morpha not behaving today. That is truly unfortunate. Nice. Well, it could be better.
Yep.
And it could be worse. So, I mean... One thing that was fun learning for mixed pools was hook shotless Morpha. I'll never do it with Master Sword. I'll never do it with Master Sword, but I can tolerate it with Sticks and BGS. And Hyper finishing in 4th place with a 201.46.
Yep, and there's first cycle down for Flash. A couple hits, so should be pretty soon for a Flash finish. Oh, and Melon's finishes at 202.12.
Yep.
But I'm expecting Flash to be the next finish here. Yep, there's the last hit.
But yeah, just barely a sub 203. And I mean barely, depending on when you hit the timer.
The hardest slash in the game. There it is.
Nice. Well, I should say that if racetime.gg. Yeah, I think race time was a little bit slow on this one though. But a few runners have been hit hard by the slow run of race time, so it's understandable here. But yeah, this was still really good. Like, very fast, very clean. And
a
with
couple
these scrub
seconds
settings,
shouldn't matter with qual points either.
Yeah, exactly. It absolutely isn't going to matter too much, so...
Yes, Clo would have dropped his fish because I think that was his only bottle. He had the fish bottle in Naruto's letter, so he had to drop the fish to do ice. So he'll have to
so
grab
he's
a
gonna
fish.
lose a little bit of time. If he can get 5 rupees, he can buy a fish instead, which is faster than like fishing for one.
It shouldn't matter too much because he has Serenade Scale, so to get to Jabu, you're just going to play Serenade Scale, and right there's the fish anyways.
Red finished with a in 17th place with a 203.57.
Oh, but yeah, the thing is, he doesn't have lights, so he might actually peek the chest in Jabu. While being, or he could drop Floor's Wind. That's another option.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what he's going to do exactly here.
I think best play would be to drop for Roars. Go mode and drop for Roars, because you don't have another use for it, Child, and you can then just get back via Spirit. Or Shadow.
Spirit's going to be a lot faster, because the Din's Fire cutscene just takes too long. Even if you did, Spirit would just be marginally faster. What also sucks is that you have to do it for both ages with the Din's Fire cutscene. But there is a 5 rupee near the shop, so if he wants to just get that and get the fish... But he's probably just going to fish it here. Forest Temple would be faster, but, I mean, not as Child.
Yeah, Forest Temple is the fastest dungeon to Froors from, but, yeah, the question here is for Child, because you're talking about placing Forest possibly in Jabu, and you cannot get into Forest as Child in these settings.
Hello and GG's.
Hello, GG.
GG Flash,
thank you.
How'd you think of that one?
I was kind of worried about that first hook being in GTG, and then leaving Spirit, just happening to stumble across it was pretty good.
Yeah. It was also nice getting... Because we did actually find that Desert Colossus was Wath.
Oh.
Yeah, Chloe found that hint.
Yeah, I only had 3 Waths total, and I was still missing a Foolish, too.
Yep. Goron City was the other Foolish. We saw that, I think, on Deku Hints.
Ooh, I debated doing Child Goron City so much. I was like, no, it won't burn me again. Right?
Well, thankfully it wouldn't. I thought it might have been... Like, it had a pretty good odds of being Foolish as soon as, like, oh, it's nothing in adult Goron City whatsoever. It's been all junk.
I've had a lot of seeds where Spinning Pot is, like, my go mode item, though, and...
Yeah, I've had that before with, like, Hot Rodder as well.
Very true. Hookshot on Hot Rodder.
Which is always fun. But thankfully, it was hinted Foolish, just not in a great place for it.
Yeah, at the point I finally... What item was it that I got? When I found Ruto's in GTG, I knew I was in go mode because I knew where everything else was, so I just stopped checking them.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you had light arrows, so it didn't really matter much. It looks like Chloe's going to go for the play of just skipping Jabu.
This is a different Froors. So this is actually a Froors play for the tentacles, because he left Ruse behind, I believe. But
yeah, I know. But I mean, he could just place another one afterwards.
Wouldn't reset. Yeah, I believe that's what the goal is.
Because otherwise, you would just commit to doing Rang chest here as well as Compass.
Actually, if you're doing the floors when to skip this tentacle, I believe it's better to do it in the big room. So maybe it is just the skip.
I mean, you're having to walk to this area twice is just not worth it. But we are definitely going to be getting just quite a few finishers from here on in, as Yep, okay. He's placing it here. But how did you think of the seed?
I thought it went well. I couldn't find a dead item for the first few minutes. Jack was just completely loaded, and then Graveyard was loaded too.
Yep.
So, I have a question. What was your thought process of going into the well?
So I was thinking that I needed to plant the bean anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And with being right there and walking past it, it felt really bad because it was a super fast clear to just do the whole thing. Hindsight, I regret doing that. But I mean, you never know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, well, look, the one time you skip it is going to be the time you need it. And then
Indeed.
the times you do it is like when it's full of junk. I mean, that's kind of the nature of rando if you're unlucky like me.
And Storms was available so early, I was like, oh, this could easily be something fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just watching, I was more focused on, like, the Iron Boots and Ice of just, like, getting that real quick, like, still in Adult 1, and then even going into GTG with the Epona's Wath, but that's actually better to go Child and get the Song of Time first. I forgot about that watching, because Chloe went Child immediately, so we knew that was there.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to figure out on my way to GTG, is it Epona Wath or is it Song of Time Wath? Because both were needed for Rutos.
Nope, Epona's was not because you had Long Shot.
Yeah,
Right.
Hookshot was available.
It was way the hero for Song of Time. Now, the thing was that I was kind of surprised with the play immediately is that Song of Time could have been for, like, Water BK on River Chest.
I 100% agree. I thought about that on my way to GTG, and I was like,
So you thought
what
about
are
the way, you're just
odds
like,
of
oh,
this
shoot.
being- Nah, it's got to be here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I mean,
my thoughts would have been to, grab the Iron Boots and do water first, just to, like, prevent that from happening. Just make sure I'm not doing the stupid play of, like, running to GTG for nothing, and then as soon as, like, I get water BK on Torches, I would have gone to GTG. Like, don't even clear water. Like,
Yeah,
save that for after.
It was definitely a gamble, and like when I walked into the room for you used Song of Time for the blocks, I was like, wait, is that a bottle? Is that my Rutos? Am I in go mode?
and I was like, oh wow, well that's that definitely fulfills that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the only way Epona's could have been Wath is if Rutos was specifically on Big Pose, because of long shot placement.
Oh, right. Yeah, I felt like, God, I'm glad there's no spoiler rolled for this, because it really feels like I was reading it or something once I found that first hook shot.
Yeah, you actually, I think, got lucky with that, because, so, you both were in spirit similar to, like, you started first, and as you went out the first time, Chloe entered.
Okay.
But he placed Floor's win in the big room, so he got the first hook shot from Spirit itself.
Oh, interesting.
And then left. Where you get hook shot and you're like, oh, I'm going back in and get long shot. So of course, after getting that hook shot, he goes and does Forest.
Yeah, I considered going and doing Forest, because I'm like, you have to basically full clear Forest anyway, because there's no easy, well, I guess 3-key Forest, but I don't know how to do that. You're doing most of Forest anyway, so if your letter's there, then yay. But at the same time, I was like, but if I find it in GTG, then I'm just in go mode and don't care about any more chests. Except the ice arrows that I couldn't not open. It was right there.
But Jack Lowe making his way to Ganon's castle is going to have to drop furores like right in front of the door. Because he did not get the light arrows on target in the woods.
Now, I think he's done most of the other checks in there, so it should be pretty quick getting the hint to know that you have to go child. Like, he probably only has, like, that, maybe Skull Kid.
Which are both things that you need to be child for anyway.
Yeah, like, I don't think he has anything adult side, so it should be pretty quick. Go child. Yeah, he shouldn't have that, because he didn't have Sorry is going child 1. So, you know, a couple checks real quick, and be right on back.
Yep.
Did Flo check what was on 10?
I don't think we got a 10 check ever.
Okay.
Yeah, he got 10 in CAC, and then, like, didn't jump into the Skullhouse. I don't remember if he went back for it.
Okay.
It was
Yeah,
weird.
I didn't collect a single one, so I was a little concerned for a lot of the seed.
It was funny seeing that case sword though on Baronade.
I did a double take because I was like, the only thing I could want here is a Begoron sword, and I was like, oh look, oh.
Well, we do know
Right
where
one.
that is, but
Oh?
yeah, it was in the Zora's Fountain Fairy.
Ew. Why is there always something in Ice Fountain lately?
I couldn't tell you that one.
Good old vanilla iron boots.
I don't think anyone did find a fifth Wath.
Yeah, those are the same 4 we saw. Melons.
Yeah, I don't think we saw any.
Transit can't be a graveyard repeat. There's only one Wath in graveyard.
Yeah, there's only one Wath in graveyard. We could see a spirit repeat. GTG is possible.
Yep. Trying to think what else.
I want to say, no, I don't think Kakariko would even be Wath. either.
It maybe for the bow, not for the strength, because you could have got the 2 from Spirit. But we don't. I only see one bow on close side. He has a 30-yard cap, so that bow could maybe be Wath. The other 2 are in here, something like that, or GG.
It is possible.
So, you know, first bow's in CAC, so that's a possibility. It can't be bow.
Hovers isn't Wath though, because you can get the hookshot spirit because it isn't ZL locked.
Yeah, so bow's
Yeah,
not
there's
as chat points out. There's an easy bow.
So yeah, I can't speak hack like at all.
Because Minuet can't be it. Bow isn't it either. But yeah, it's not. Hovers can't be Wath this seed. Like if the other one in Spirit had been locked like by ZL, and then Hovers could have been Wath. Actually, would have been Wath because it locked like both of the hook shots, but it didn't this time because there wasn't a key that was ZL locked either in Spirit. But Ganondorf bragging about that Light Arrow's location that he's so cleverly hidden.
So is it specifically a GTG or Spirit that we're thinking has to be the last Wath?
Yeah, but either it's Double Spirit or it's GTG. No.
No, none of the strengths are.
None of the strengths lock each other.
So it'd probably be either between GTG or like a second strength, not strength. The second hook shot.
Yep.
I mean, technically, neither of the hook shots locked each other either, but they're also hard required.
Yeah, you need all of them.
But yeah, it's one thing that's really nice about these settings is just how quickly it is. Even the absolute worst kind of these kinds of seeds are probably around the 2-hour 30 mark. And I mean, absolute worst, worst, like with the most disgusting logic you can think of.
You can see 3. It also depends on this runner skill, but like, I think most people will get 3 hours or under for most seeds. You know, for when you get actually to like term time frame, like I think Minuet on like worst possible seed you might see like 334, but that's like summation of lots of things.
Yeah, it's like I said, a really disgusting logic.
Yep,
Which
so there's the Skull Kid, and this should be Target, and I think those are the only 2 he had left.
Yeah, overworld routing is probably even bigger here, because there are less powerful dungeons. Like, there's less dungeons, so jetting through them is better, but it also makes them slightly less powerful as well. Like, doing the ones that aren't required, I should say. Yeah.
You see finishes pulling in. We're about at the halfway point. There's a total of 87 runners at start, and we're got 43 finishes already. Finish and a half, and we're halfway there.
Yeah. Well, I think that's pretty close to the cutoff for the halfway mark now. Yeah, fire arrows were in the well, but like Din's fire was not locked by fire arrows. So
I mean, you didn't need a fire source this seed anyways.
yeah, because logically speaking, Spirit was not even like fire locked.
Yep.
And with 2 strengths being early, very early available, I mean, you could basically get a lot of this stuff really early, which helps. Yeah. But Din's was on treasure chest game, and like the keys room, like the one with the BMOS as well, is. But I have a feeling we might get a couple more finishes here. But this would be really interesting, because I imagine a lot of these quals are probably going to get a lot of sub 2 first place finishers, if not all of them. It just depends on how nasty the logic wants to be, and if you have to do force plus shadow plus deep fire. Past the BK, top of fire. You have to go through Falvagia. It's completely unhinted. and it's hover boots for required shadow. Because that actually reminds me of my SGL race this year, where hover boots were in Fire Temple, which was so cursed because I was bow locked with the seed, like the logic being really disgusting. I won't go much more into it, but man, it stung. Even after doing AD right before I finish, or right before my opponent finished.
Fire and Shadow pre-completion is about the best I can ask for.
Yeah, those are two pretty good ones. Neku's a bit unfortunate, but that case sort of placement was a little, a little funny.
Yeah, usually I'd ask for Jabu, but not if the K-Sword's in there.
Yep. But yeah, Goron City and Lake Hylia being foolish were great this seed. Jack Lowe just finishing right after G Green Cola. And I imagine you might even get a couple more finishers with during the interview. But yeah, this was actually a relatively nice seed, to be perfectly honest. So I'm not complaining too much. I've seen worse from these settings. The only thing that would definitely throw one off would just be like running off to GTG, like when you put that into the equation. Wait, Spirit is double wall.
I considered GTG before my first child segment, and I was like, I don't have the Song of Time. We're gonna wait.
Wait, so you found the last Wath. You found like the third hint for Spirit Wath? Oh, that's that. Okay, yeah, that confirms it. Oh, Hyrule Castle 2 had the third hint. That is, oh, wow, man. That is cursed. Oh, that is absolutely fair, though. No. Yeah, just waiting on Chloe if he is, Chloe and GG's. Right as I was about to say.
GG's,
Yeah.
Chloe.
I am part of this Discord. I can join. GG's. That was very mediocre.
Well, it could have been a lot worse. You always gotta look up the positives.
Yeah. Bad start, but a good end.
I mean, overall, this seed wasn't too bad. We actually just learned of our fifth Wath. It was Spirit. Double Spirit.
Yeah, I assumed it was going to be a double Spirit.
Yeah, like the only other thing it could have been was like GTG. Everything else, it just couldn't have been.
Yeah, you didn't really need the GTG one because you had Epona or Song of Time.
Well, Song of Time. Epona was nothing. Because you could just get both hook shots. But yeah, like if before getting that,
point you at that.
Yeah, both would definitely point you there. But yeah, overall, this wasn't too bad of a seed.
Yeah, I've joined for this, but I don't really have anything to say about the seed. it was what it was.
I mean, the funniest thing was like how much French vanilla or vanilla was there.
Oh, getting the Iron Boots hint straight away. That was good. For once, you actually go to ice in a scrub seed.
Yeah. Well, I did have to do that a couple times, though. During practice, like races.
Oh, occasionally I did. It just means that you last location and you have to complete everything in this.
Oh no! It was because Hovers was on Iron Boot's chest for required shadow.
Ah, right. Well, we didn't have to do shadow today this time. Didn't have to have the Go Mode boat experience. It was just the Go Mode Jabu experience.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, like for a while, I was actually speculating. Both hookshots should be like ZL locked or something, and one of them was, but the other one wasn't.
Yeah, I assumed one of them was going to be in Training Grounds, which is why I was heading there. And then I just picked it up on the way. Because Storms didn't actually unlock anything. I could tell.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't have, because Storms wouldn't have been Wath anyway, because it's directly hinted. Like, via sometimes.
Didn't actually write down any of the songs sometimes. There was a lot of songs sometimes this seed.
Yeah, yep. 4 of them. Yeah, I kept track. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say.
Yeah, I don't. Unfortunately, it wasn't an exciting seed, so... I don't see any questions in chat either. Yeah, I contemplated rushing the river chest in water, but I had a feeling there was something in Training Ground, so I did my standard water routing.
That's absolutely fair. And it was a good way of checking to see if GTG did have something.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't find a boss key in River Chest, then you would immediately know that it would be something in GTG.
Yeah, that's fair, but on the other hand, the counterpoint, it means you have to do River Chest.
Yeah, what I was saying is, like, a safer route is once you got your long shot, would be Serenade, do water. What you're doing is looking for the boss key. Once you have the boss key, you beat Morpha. And if it's not River Chest, you go to GTG first. Like, I wouldn't want to go out of my way for River Chest, because it's so long. Like, you do GTG first because it's quicker, and then you go back for River Chest.
Yeah, like, if water had River Chest, the River Chest hit, that would immediately scream, just go GTG, or Big Pose at that point. But it was boss key chest this time around. But yeah, other than the fact that there's quite a few French vanilla and vanilla items, yeah, this seed didn't have a whole lot of crazy shenaniganry that we needed to worry about.
No, I'm just running through the items in my head, and nothing was complete. The only thing I can think of that might have tripped anyone up is Strength 2 in Child Spirit. But even then, you've got the way of the hero that's eventually going to point you there.
Yeah, it's hinted, and you have Requiem. Like, doing Child Spirit is just a good play, anyways, in case you get key locked. Was adult side key locked? I don't remember what right side was.
Adult side did not have any keys. It had a boss key, but no small keys.
Okay.
And with that strength,
small key in the invisible hallway.
Yeah, but you need to do Child Spirit to get adult going. Like, even if you had strength 2 outside of Spirit, you needed a key from Child side.
Yeah.
Yep. It's too bad you couldn't just get the Rang by cheesing it with the Rang. You had to actually get the bean.
Yeah. Could have waited for the long shot and cheesed it that way. I'd already planted the bean, though.
That seems a bit bold. When you have no hook shots, you're just like, yeah, I'll get a long shot before the Rang, when Rang blocks checks on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was happy because I could route the river in, and then while I was at river, I had this wonderful play in my head where I had to go through domain to lake, Then as soon as I got into domain, I remembered, oh yeah, that's foolish. I can just go straight to lake. And then I got to lake and remembered, oh yeah, lake's foolish. And then,
So that's why that happened.
yeah,
That might have been something like that. I made that mistake too.
it was the triple as well, because I've been doing a lot of league practice, so I was about to go set the scarecrow as well.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely fair.
I guess I will ask you, early on, you made the play to go child early when you already had a ZL hint. And like clearable Dodongo's Cavern, is there a reason you just like went child that quickly? Was your thought process behind that?
You're taking me 2 hours ago.
Was it just like, hey, I want to go child to get my songs, just standard route procedure? Or...
Yeah, pretty much that, because I would have had,
Okay.
there was no Nocturne. I'd had to walk back to get the Zelda's Lullaby. The child one isn't going to take that long. Maybe there's a Bolero in it. As I said, it wasn't going to be that long. I've got Prelude. I've got a Rail Start for Adult.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it.
Like, fair enough.
Like, the only thing it was really locking was Well and the Sun Song, because we already had the Brave hinted, so I knew it wasn't exactly an important song there.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be immediately useful.
Either way, what's done is done.
Yeah.
It's basically 2 o'clock in the morning for me, so are there any other questions?
I was about to say, are there any other questions, or we might hand this over to Jason to send us out?
Nah, I'm good.
Alright, well, I know I'm going to go get myself some chocolate to settle down all this vanilla that we had today. But I want to thank you all for joining us. Big thanks to Alexander Harold and Goldfish for being our commentators tonight, as well as Pixcalibur and Baseball for our trackers, and of course Chloe and Flash for providing some wonderful content for everybody to watch. I posted above, and it might get posted again. Here's Goldfish putting commands. If you are interested in continuing this tournament, all of the links will be put in the main Uter Discord, but the main place to get more information would be the Scrub Central Discord, and the schedule for our qualifiers is right there as well. The next qualifier being tomorrow during the EU weekly time, so that would be 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern or 1 p.m. UTC. And then the qualifier after that would be 7 p.m. Eastern on September 13th, which is Wednesday. So if you're interested in continuing on, there you go. We'll go head off to raid one of our runners who's trying to finish this race up, and we will see you all back again tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya. Thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks for the restream. Bye.